Hey guys, Mo Crawler. So we are a little further along in the process now. I think I said last time that I was going to take this piece. This is actually out of the original Redcat Gen7. It was it was mounted on the axle, and it was the servo mount for the steering servo on the original. So it had some big bolts. It had these guys in there with the big fat heads that stuck out quite a bit. So I have replaced those with some flat heads and countersunk. So we got that. I mean, it's not perfect, but they're much closer than they were. So, and now we are working on positioning of this piece on the Delrin plate that I installed in an earlier episode. And we're going to figure out roughly on this plate where we want this guy. We want him. We want that winch line to be pretty straight, as straight as we can get it down to the fair lead. So somewhere, I got to stay off of this frame rail as well as I go in here with this screw. So I don't want it all the way up against that edge, but somewhere, I'm going to say somewhere right in here. So what I'm going to do is mark this hole. I'm going to put a line here. I'm going to put a line here so I can kind of see where that guy should be located. Then we'll pull this servo winch away, flop him back over here, and then I can find my other two holes based on where the first one is in those two lines. And once I get those drilled and tapped, then we should be able to bolt this plate down. Then we should be able to bolt that guy onto that plate, and then we will have a winch in place. The line is going to be real close. I don't know. It may make it. I may have to put an extension on it, but it's going to be pretty close. But putting an extension on it's no big deal. Then we got to get the radio out and program that that switch to the three-way switch on the MIS receiver, or on the MIS radio, and then we should have a winch. Of course, I got to get the winch line on him and the hook and route it and all that good stuff. But all that should be fairly straightforward and easy once I get these three holes drilled and tapped. And that's kind of the challenging part, the tapping specifically. I broke a tap off in a piece of Delrin a while back, and that's got me a little nervous for stuff like this, because this plate is perfect and it's in place and it works. So I would hate to break a tap off in one of these holes, because then this piece is kind of shot and I got to kind of start over. So we'll see. I did get some new drill and tap off of Amazon after I broke that tap. So we're working with brand new, hopefully good stuff, and I'll bring you back and show you once we've got that part done. So there she is. Bolted down. Again, we've got that one more piece of Redcat added back in to crash. Got the winch tow hooks just coming out the fair lead there, and everything lines up pretty good. Again, you guys know I like this switch right here. So we pay out, pay in, and that's it. So crash with the working winch, servo winch, added to his list of party tricks. So that's pretty much it, I think. That was kind of the last thing that I really wanted for this truck, was to have a servo winch on it. It's got one now. These little Injora 22 kg servo winches have done well for me in the past. I've not killed one yet. I think I've got 2 or 3 of them in service now. And I mean, I don't use them that much. They're really more, I don't know, for looks or for to say that it has a winch. So, you know, but occasionally on the trail we will mess around with them, pull the truck out of a position, or, you know, self-assist up over something that you couldn't get up otherwise. So I think it's kind of a cool thing to have on a trail truck. So it's installed. There's one more little bit of Redcat there. I'm really happy with the way it all worked out. Again, we didn't get our servo behind the axle. It stayed on the axle, but we still had enough room to do the Delrin plate to give us a mounting point for that. And throw the body on, and you can see that everything lines up and works. His hood is still super low. I didn't have to change the body posts or anything like that because I like the way he stands. I like his stance. I like the way he sits. So I didn't want to have to do anything there, and we don't have to. And the winch again, pay out, pay in, and let's see. Bring that in a little bit, maybe. So that winch hook does hang pretty low, which I'm not in love with. But I think it'll be all right. I mean, it's going to hit and snag on stuff a little bit. Maybe we can pay it in real tight and just flip it up like that, so it doesn't snag on everything. But anyway, he's got a winch now. That's one of the things I wanted for him. So pretty happy with it all. So I think that's it for this one. Thanks.